Let's move to the inner thigh where adductors lie. Bringing your legs close side to side with power they provide. Obturator nerve, mostly in command, helping these muscles all across the land.
Medial thigh, adduct with might. Obturator nerve, shining its light. Adductor longus, brevis and magnus too. Gracilis obturator externus working for you. Pulling those thighs to the midline they go. In a strength flow, let the knowledge grow.
Adductor longus, most anterior of the pack from the pubis bone. There's no turning back till lenient spirit makes its descent. Adducts the thigh, energy well spent, forms femoral triangles. Medial wall, obturator nerve answers its call. Adductor brevis, short and deep it lies beneath longus. A muscular prize from inferior pubic rami. It takes its start to lenient spirit playing its part. Adducts the thigh with focused design. Obturator nerve splits, a critical sign. Anterior, posterior branches pass around. Adductor brevis, anatomically profound.
Medial thigh, adduct with might. Obturator nerve, shining its light. Adductor the longest, brevis and magnus too. Gracilis obturator externus working for you. Pulling those thighs to the midline they go. In a strength flow, let the knowledge grow.
Adductor magnus, a muscle so grand, two distinct portions across the thigh span. Adductor part from inferior pubic rami, initial rami's way to lenient spira it comes to play. Adducts and flexes, obturator nerves domain, helping you move again and again. Then the hamstring part, a different design, from ischial tuberosity, truly divine, to adductor tubercle and supracondylar line. Extends the thigh, a powerful sign. Tibial part of sciatic nerve gives this part its cue. L4, dual innervation, me and you. Adductor magnus, two jobs to embrace. Obturator for adduction, sciatic for extensions pace.
Medial thigh, adduct with might. Obturator nerve, shining its light. Adductor longus, brevis and magnus too. Gracilis obturator externus working for you. Pulling those thighs to the midline they go. In a strength flow, let the knowledge.
Gracilis, slender and medial, you see from inferior pubic rami. Set your leg free to medial tibia, its journey so fine. Joins pes and serinus, a 3-tendon line. Adducts the thigh, flexes the knee with grace. Obturator nerve helps it keep its pace. Obturator externus covers that foramen's face. From membrane and bone, it finds its space to trochanteric fossa. Its tendon will glide, later really rotates and adducts with pride. When hip is flexed, that is. Obturator nerve again, its function defined. These adductors strong can sometimes get strained. A groin pull sharp when they're over pain. Sudden movements or stretches too far leaves you feeling sore no matter who you are. Rest, ice, compression, the usual decree to get these muscles back and moving pain-free.
Medial thigh, adduct with might. Obturator nerve, shining its light. Adductor longus, brevis and magnus too. Gracilis obturator externus working for you. Pulling those thighs to the midline they go. In a strength flow, let the knowledge grow.
Medial compartment, now you know the score. Adductors helping and so much more. Keep that focus sharp, future doc so keen. Mastering this knowledge, the best you've ever been.